And welcome to Innovate Marketing Daily. Today is May 8th, 2023. My name is Sean P. Neal, and we are brought to you by mypodcast.media. So, if you're wondering how podcasting can unleash your marketing and communication strategy, just visit mypodcast.media. Today, we are talking about Goodwill unveiling their new Lives ad campaign. Let's get into it. All right. Two things we're focusing on today. Number one is mission driven, and number two is sometimes simple is best. Sometimes simple is best. And we're going to find that out because Goodwill Industries International, the leading nonprofit provider of job training and placement services in North America, announced the national debut of their new Lives ad campaign. Now, the campaign tells a compelling story about how donations to Goodwill help change lives by supporting individuals who face various challenges on their path to employment. I want to pause there for a moment. And I want to go back to, my earlier recollections of Goodwill, probably my early 20s, 30s. I don't want to admit how old I am, but you get the idea. And a lot of what I believed Goodwill did was, I would take donations of used items there and I would drop them off. And I would go inside and I would see people working. And I thought, I'm dropping off donations so that this store can be open and sell these donations and give these people jobs. Seems pretty simple. And then I had an opportunity in my 30s to do some volunteer work with the Excel Center. They are a Goodwill Industries extension as well, and I'll link to the Excel Center so that you can learn more about them. And I began to realize that there was so much more to Goodwill Industries International than I ever knew possible. So, what we learn, unpinned now, and let's get back to the story. What we learn is that consumers know about Goodwill retail stores, but many are not aware that this household brand's mission is to provide people with support to empower themselves and thrive. They do that through training, development, and employment. People receive employment support and other human services through Goodwill. And in 2022, they helped more than 2 million people access resources, build skills, and advance careers. That is bigger picture mission behind the name Goodwill. So this campaign, remember I said simplicity is sometimes best. Simple is sometimes best. This campaign features the many phases and stories of Goodwill job seekers, what they've overcome, and how donations from the public have played a vital role in self empowerment. It's storytelling. This campaign is a very simple campaign, but very powerful in that it tells the stories of the real people who have benefited from the services of Goodwill. And I love that because a lot of times I think when we think about ad campaigns, we feel that we have to get really crazy creative. We have to outdo our competitors. We have to, really just make it new and innovative every time. And sometimes, not every time, but sometimes simple is best. So before piloting this campaign, Goodwill surveyed consumers across the country to assess their interest in the brand's mission story. And the results that showed that more than half of donors and shoppers were more inclined to support the mission, while 42% of job seekers were more likely to seek employment support from Goodwill. As part of the campaign, Goodwill has partnered with Vicki Salemi, nationally recognized career expert, author, and nationally syndicated columnist. She writes Vicki on Careers, if you want to check that out. And she will help amplify the stories of the people served by Goodwill. So good story, Goodwill. And I think a great way to start the Monday of the week, don't you think? Now, speaking of working, I know that my time here is about up, but I have to get back to work. I have a lot of research to do, watching and listening for all of the latest, greatest things that are happening in the world of marketing, branding, and business growth so that I can come right back here tomorrow and share it with you. And I will be happy to do that. So, Until we meet again, my friends, stay safe and be well. See ya.